How many times in your life have you been near a killer and had no idea? Today, you're about to hear something that will truly shock you. These are 170 terrifying facts no one talks about. And yeah, this is just the beginning. If you're ready, let's go.
Fact number 1. Until the 1980s, it was believed that newborns do not feel pain. A 1988 study among doctors in the UK and Ireland showed that 13% believed children under 12 months couldn't feel pain, and another 23% were unsure. As a result, even serious surgeries were often performed with only local anesthesia. It is now proven that newborns and even unborn babies feel pain just like adults.
Fact number 2. You're more likely to die in a bathtub than win the lottery. Estimates show that the odds of winning a jackpot range from 1 in 176 million to 1 in 15 million. Meanwhile, the odds of dying in your own bathroom are much higher. Still, people keep believing in luck, and some do get lucky, like a Scottish couple who won £161 million in 2011. Fact number 3. You might be near a killer thousands of times in your life without knowing it. It depends on where you live and how many people you pass each day. A small-town resident might cross paths with about 16 killers in a lifetime. But in a metropolis, someone could unknowingly pass 1,000 criminals. Most killers, including serial ones like Ted Bundy, appear completely normal and may even lead respectable lives. Bundy once worked for a crisis hotline and even called rescuers to help others. Fact number 4. There may be over 2,000 active serial killers in the US right now. It's estimated that over 2,000 serial killers may be at large in the US alone. Moreover, about 30,000 murders aren't even included in FBI records. Even more frightening, there's a 1 in 3 chance that police will never find the killer. Fact number 5. The Naegleria fowleri amoeba can enter your brain through your nose. A parasite called Naegleria fowleri can enter the brain through the nose while swimming in warm, contaminated water, often causing fatal meningoencephalitis. This amoeba lives in thermal springs and polluted bodies of water. The disease progresses rapidly and is rarely survivable. Fact number 6. Bodies of dead climbers on Everest often stay there forever. Above 8,000 meters on Everest lies the death zone, where helicopter rescues are impossible and retrieving bodies is life-threatening. As a result, many climbers who die there remain forever. Some bodies even become trail markers, like the famous green boots, whose bright footwear pointed the way for years. Fact number 7. Watching TV for over 2 hours a day shortens your life. Watching TV for more than 2 hours daily shortens your life by an average of 1.4 years. The issue isn't the TV itself, but the sedentary habit it encourages. Even in the digital age, TV remains a routine part of life, but not without hidden health costs. Fact number 8. Half of all adults have mites living on their faces. Half of all adults and 2/3 of the elderly host microscopic mites on their faces, usually in eyelash, eyebrow, and nose follicles. These mites feed on skin cells and oils. While typically harmless, under stress or illness, they can cause a skin condition called demodicosis. Fact number 9. About 27,000 trees are cut down every day to eventually become toilet paper. While it's hard to live without it, the situation could improve by developing recycling technologies or using alternative plant-based materials, as practiced in developed countries. Fact number 10. Your phone has more bacteria than a toilet seat. Researchers from the University of Arizona found that a smartphone surface can have 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. Clean your phone regularly with alcohol wipes or use specialized gadgets for disinfection. Fact number 11. About 3 million ships rest at the bottom of the oceans. According to UN estimates, around 3 million ships, including war vessels, submarines, and the ill-fated Titanic, lie on the ocean floor. If they were all raised, they could form a chain encircling the Earth twice. Fact number 12. 7,000 people in the US die each year due to doctors' bad handwriting. According to the U.S. National Academy of Sciences, about 7,000 patients die annually because of prescriptions written in illegible handwriting. Electronic prescription systems help combat this issue, but they're not yet universal. Fact number 13. This photo contains all of humanity, except one person. A photo from the Apollo 11 lunar module shows Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin on the Moon and Earth in the background. This single image includes all of humanity, the living, the dead, and those yet to be born through their ancestors. The only person not pictured is Michael Collins, who remained in orbit. Fact number 14. A tree can grow inside human lungs. Doctors once suspected a tumor in a patient named Artyom Sidorkin, but during surgery, they discovered a tiny fir tree sprouting in his lung. A seed had lodged there and started to grow. Rare, but real. Fact number 15. You wouldn't notice if the sun disappeared. At first. If the sun were to suddenly vanish, we'd still see and feel its light and warmth for another 8 minutes and 20 seconds, the time it takes for light to travel from the sun to Earth. Only after that would we plunge into darkness. Fact number 16. 1 in 3 teens hears voices. A psychiatric study revealed that 21 to 23% of adolescents aged 11 to 13 experience hallucinations, including voices that whisper, speak in full sentences, or even scream. Fact number 17. Earth has 40 supervolcanoes that could wipe out humanity. At any moment, one of Earth's 40 supervolcanoes could erupt. For instance, Indonesia's Toba volcano erupts roughly every 50,000 years and is already 25,000 years overdue. A single eruption would rival the blast of 1,000 atomic bombs. Fact number 18. You could drop dead right now for no reason. Sudden Arrhythmic Death Syndrome describes when perfectly healthy people die from sudden heart rhythm failure. It can strike without warning, and the causes often remain unknown. Fact number 19. One kiss exchanges over 80 million bacteria. A single kiss transfers more than 80 million bacteria between partners, some beneficial, others harmful. Long-term partners often end up sharing similar oral microbiomes. Fact number 20. Some flies lay larvae under human skin. South American botflies, Dermatobia hominis, lay eggs on mosquitoes, which transfer them to humans when they bite. The eggs hatch and the larvae burrow into the skin, developing there for about a month before emerging. Fact number 21. 1% of the world's population has a brain aneurysm unknowingly. A brain aneurysm is a weak spot in a blood vessel that can rupture without warning. Around 75 million people live with one, often unaware they're at risk. Fact 22. Some lizards shoot blood from their eyes. Horned lizards from North America can shoot jets of blood from their eyes when threatened. It startles predators and helps clean their eyes of debris. Fact number 23. Some moths drink human blood.
Certain moth species in Siberia and Southeast Asia feed on animal and sometimes human blood. They evolved from fruit-feeding ancestors to extract amino acids from blood.
Fact number 24. Dogs sometimes eat their owners after death. There are documented cases of dogs eating their owners' corpses just days after death, sometimes even sooner if the person was unconscious or incapacitated. Fact number 25. Squeaky toys trigger dogs' hunting instinct. Dogs love squeaky toys because the sound resembles the cries of prey. It triggers their predator instincts, prompting them to repeatedly attack the toy. Fact number 26. You swallow up to half a liter of nasal mucus daily. Humans swallow around 250 to 500 milliliters of nasal mucus per day, especially during colds or colder seasons. Fact number 27. You breathe in other people's dead skin. About 15% of the air in crowded places is made up of dead skin cells. Up to 80% of visible indoor dust is actually human skin. Fact number 28. Up to 20% of office mugs contain fecal bacteria. Studies found that 90% of office mugs carry germs, including E. coli, often due to poor washing habits and contaminated sponges. Fact number 29. Mercury vapor can kill just from the smell. Organic mercury compounds have a slightly sweet scent, but if you can smell them, the concentration is already lethal. Fact number 30. Cotard syndrome. People believe they're dead. This rare mental disorder causes people to believe they are dead, missing organs, or don't exist. Some stop eating or speaking entirely. Fact number 31. Fear of dolls is rooted in evolution. Most people have an innate fear of things that resemble humans but aren't quite human. This is known as the uncanny valley effect, when almost realistic human-like figures evoke disgust. Scientists believe our ancestors had a good reason to fear almost humans. Fact number 32. Eyes have their own immune system. The immune system of the eyes is separate from the rest of the body and is called immune privilege. The brain, testicles, placenta, and fetus also share this status. If the body's main immune system recognized the eyes as foreign, it would attack and inflame them. Fact number 33. Monkeys can maim people by ripping off faces and fingers. Pet chimpanzees have attacked their owners, biting off fingers, ears, and even tearing skin from faces. One ripped a woman's scalp off, others chewed off hands and feet. This behavior is instinctive and not altered by domestic upbringing. Fact number 34. Fibrodysplasia turns muscles into bone. A rare genetic disorder, progressive ossifying fibrodysplasia, causes muscles, tendons, and ligaments to turn into bone. Over time, the person becomes imprisoned in a skeleton under their skin. There is no effective treatment. Fact number 35. Suppressing a sneeze can be deadly. Trying to hold back a sneeze can rupture blood vessels in the eyes, tear eardrums, or even cause a brain aneurysm to burst. A suppressed sneeze can kill. Fact number 36. At sewage treatment plants, you can sink like in quicksand. During wastewater treatment, air is pumped in to help bacteria decompose waste. The density of this water becomes so low that a person or object that normally floats would immediately sink to the bottom. Fact number 37. Female mummies were in worse shape than male ones. In ancient Egypt, female mummies were often in much worse condition than male ones.
This was because their embalming was delayed to prevent cases of necrophilia.
Fact number 38. The Andes Cannibal series is based on real events. Pedro Alonso Lopez, a Colombian serial killer, raped and murdered over 300 girls across Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. Sentenced to 16 years, he was released early and vanished in 1998. His whereabouts remain unknown. Fact number 39. Pedro Alonso Lopez made it into the Guinness Book of Records. In 2006, he was officially recognized as the most prolific serial killer in history. He is believed to be around 75 years old today. Fact number 40. X-rays revealed child abuse. When X-rays became widely used in pediatrics, doctors observed many broken bones in children. Initially, they suspected a new disease, but later realized these were signs of abuse. Fact number 41. Around 30% of missing persons are killed by the one who reported them missing. Police are aware of this, but often lack the evidence to prosecute. This fact shows that murderers frequently report the victim missing themselves. Fact number 42. Viruses can freeze for millions of years and still remain dangerous. They stay viable and infectious even after thousands of years in permafrost. Scientists fear that exposure to pathogens never before encountered by humans could lead to catastrophic consequences. Fact 43. Crows are associated with death for a reason. These intelligent scavengers used to follow armies into battle, knowing corpses would soon be available. This behavior created a cultural link between crows and death. Fact number 44. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a distress signal. Plants emit chemical compounds when damaged. That pleasant scent is actually grass's way of warning other plants about danger. Fact number 45. Bodies don't decompose at the bottom of Lake Superior. Due to extremely low temperatures, body fat hardens into a coating that preserves corpses like a natural cocoon. Remains can stay intact for decades. Fact number 46. The blobfish only looks ugly at the surface. In its natural habitat, the blobfish looks like a regular fish. It lives at extreme depths where pressure is 60 times greater than at sea level. Its soft, spongy flesh helps maintain buoyancy, but when brought to the surface, the sudden drop in pressure deforms it, which is why it's called the world's ugliest fish. Fact 47. John F. Kennedy's sister underwent a secret lobotomy. At birth, Rosemary Kennedy suffered oxygen deprivation that affected her development. Her father arranged a lobotomy behind his wife's back. After the procedure, Rosemary became severely disabled, unable to walk or speak. The family placed her in an institution and never publicly acknowledged her again. Fact number 48. A wrong blood transfusion can cause a feeling of impending doom. If someone receives a mismatched blood transfusion, one symptom may be an overwhelming sense that death is near. This is the body's reaction to destroyed red blood cells and a massive immune response. Fact number 49. Crocodiles can gallop. Some crocodile species can actually gallop, lifting all four legs off the ground in a bounding motion. This makes them even more dangerous when attacking. Fact number 50. Cockroaches can eat human flesh. Studies show that American and German cockroaches bite humans more than other species. They can feed on eyelashes, fingernails, skin, and even flesh, whether the person is alive or dead. That was only the first 50. Ready for more? Then hit up part 2 and make sure to subscribe. It only gets scarier from here.